Hello, my name is Tyler Kilma, and this is my Tableau presentation for Financial Modeling and Analytics, FIN 4453, section number 791, and course reference number 24525. So our assignment was to take a data set that gave us numerous variables from the states of California, Oregon, and Washington in their housing markets, including active listing counts, new listing counts, pending listing counts, median days on market, as well as the price increase and decrease over those time periods. And we had to create a Tableau presentation on how to display this data. So looking at the first map on the top left, we can see that by the darkness of the shade of blue, it shows a more expensive housing market. So the average cost of a home in California was about $540,000, while in Oregon and Washington was fairly similar at $507,000 and $517,000 respectively. Looking over at the second chart on the top right, we can see the median days on the market as well as the price increase count and the price reduction count in terms of the prices. And we can look at it specifically by state. So if we look at California, we can see that they have a very high change in price, whether it's reduction or increase, although the price of reduction is a lot larger change than the price increase. Price increase only changed by about 1,800 to 1,300 is the gap, and while the price reduced from over 16,000, the lowest being 10,000 and highs of in the 22,000s. But if we look at Oregon's, we can see that their price changes are a lot smaller. So they increased by about 400 to 1,000 at one point. And then the reductions are much larger than the increases in terms of they're about 4,000, 5,000, with some lows around the low 1,000s. And then Washington, again, is much more similar to Oregon in terms of a much smaller price change than in California, with their range from about 300 to 700, and their reductions are again also larger than their increases. And the reductions go from about 2,000 up to 7,000 at some points, depending on how long the house has been on the market. And now we're going to just select these other states again so we can see the comparisons of the listing counts over time. So if we come and look at this third chart, we can see that no matter which market it was in, the listing counts all changed relatively the same. There was a peak in listing counts in August each year, as we can see by just highlighting the various points, and that's the same going all the way down. So the active listing counts, the new listing counts, and the pending listing counts all peaked in August, and then they dropped down in January, February, and the early spring of each year. And we can see that California has a lot more listings than both Oregon and Washington. Part of this is due, in fact, to the fact that California is a much larger state. And then finally, if we come and look at our fourth chart, we can see that the listing price over time for the states has gradually been increasing. So even though California is, again, much higher than both Washington and Oregon, each state's general listing price has increased over the years, and to the point where Washington is now about where California started at in 2016. But when you look at this, you see that the prices are increasing, even though the number of houses being sold is relatively staying the same. There's not really a gradual increase. It's just the constant up and down throughout the years. Thank you.